My name is Wow Wow Wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Where my dogs at? Walk with me now. Wow Wow Wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
Hello?
I want to play a game.
Who is this? Is this Tim Foiled?
I have taken your client's 850 head mob of 6-month-old merino weaners.
Who are you? What have you done to those poor weaners?
Some of them are in bad health. 10 to 20% have diarrhea, and within the past 3 weeks, 50 have already died. They were born in August 2001, weaned in December onto cereal stubbles, and drenched at weaning with levamisole. They remained on the stubbles until 2 weeks ago, when they were removed and placed on a dry pasture with little or no green feed. It has been dry in Dubbo since November 2001.
I don't know who you are, don't know what you want. If you are looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. What I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
I want to play a game. You may recall in your 4th year out at Camden, you learnt the steps of how to approach and investigate a herd problem. I want to test your memory. If you fail, more weaners will die at your hands. Good luck, little vet.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers.
Step 1. Define the problem.
So this farm has got 850 sheep, they're all weaners, and then the farmer's heaps upset because over 50 have died and around 10 to 20% of the ones left are scouring.
So what do you reckon it is?
Farmer thinks it's coccidiosis, so I'm going to trust his judgment. I reckon we'll go with that so far, but I reckon we'll have to do a bit more investigating.
Right, it seems like the next step is to obtain a pretty thorough history.
Step 2. Obtain a pretty thorough history.
When does scouring start? What's the structure of the mob? What else do you reckon, Brianna?
Are there any goats nearby or in contact? And what's the condition of their wool?
We probably should find out if there's any other signs of ill thrift, like dehydration, anemia.
Does the farmer have any sons?
What? Brianna, this is serious. Come on now.
Alright then, what drenching method was used? And when did the farmer last drench? And has he done any fecal egg counts lately?
Is there any supplementary feed being given? And what's their vaccination history?
Step 3. Collect as much information as possible before a farm visit.
Do you mind giving the farmer a fax? Whatever you call it, what do you get kids do these days? And find out what the herd records are, so we can maybe figure out what's going on before we head to the farm.
I'll send him a text.
Step 4. Farm visit.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Oh! Hi, thanks for coming out. Welcome to my farm.
Hey fella, how you going?
Yeah, alright.
Yeah? You having a bit of trouble?
Yeah, I am. There's a few of them dying. They don't look too good.
I will remember you.
So we'll just look at the tail end of the mob.
Probably have to check out the body condition score of everyone though, just to see where they're all at.
Yeah, definitely. They do look quite under conditions, and some look quite emaciated actually.
Yeah, I found a couple dead.
Will you remember me?
We should also check out the pasture type, pasture cover, what are the water sources, and any signs of feces around.
Yeah, definitely. Great idea. So I reckon we can bring someone to the yard and have a closer look at them, if that's all right, Farmer?
Yeah, sure. I can do that now for you.
Great.
It is important to look at the overall body condition score of the mob. Take particular notice of the condition of the sheep at the tail of the mob, as these are the most likely to show any clinical signs of disease. Inspect the pasture type, pasture cover, water sources and fecal contamination of the paddock.
Yeah, there's definitely evidence of diarrhea here. Wow.
How about you grab a fecal sample and I'll do a fecal egg count.
That's a good idea. And while we're at it, we probably should get some blood.
We'll do a fecal egg count. Samples should be taken from a number of sheep and pooled to give an overview of the gastrointestinal nematode status of the mob. Also, a fecal egg count reduction test will be useful to document the resistance of gastrointestinal nematode parasites present within the mob to test for drench resistance. We are doing this to assess efficacy of the current drench and the likely success of any new drench combinations. A failure to reduce to less than 95% of the initial fecal egg count will indicate resistance. We'll take a blood sample to look for any anemia and assess the dehydration status and protein levels.
Brian, I reckon you should get a full physical exam on this sheep. Have a really good look.
In the physical exam, you would record the vitals, check the 4 T's, inspect the rear end of the sheep looking for DAGs or any other signs of diarrhea, check the body condition score, see if there's any bottle jaw, check the mucous membrane colour and capillary refill time, and look at the wool for any signs of fly strike or lice. Doesn't look very good. I reckon we should do a necropsy on this one.
Yeah, I reckon that's probably a good idea.
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, 'cause it is. What you say? That it's just what we need. You decided this. What you say? What did she say?
In our post-mortem, we would inspect the abomasum and intestines for any worms and perform an abomasal wash and worm count. We'd also look for signs of hyperproteinemia, such as excess pericardial fluid and pulmonary or subcutaneous edema. Coccidiosis generally cannot be diagnosed on fecal egg count alone. Necropsy will reveal thickened, edematous and inflamed intestines with possible mucosal hemorrhage.
Step 5. Redefine the problem.
So, what do you think our differentials now, like on top of coccidiosis? What do you reckon we would have in these weaners?
First thoughts, parasites, probably ostatagia, trichostrongylis and homunculus.
Toxicity from, say, fertilizers?
Yeah, or a mineral deficiency.
Yeah, or maybe bacterial infection like Campylobacter, Salmonella, Yersinia.
Yeah, or acidosis from the cereal stubble they've been grazing. Clinical signs of coccidiosis include diarrhea, dehydration, fever, inappetence, weight loss, anemia, wool break and death. It is often found in combination with worms. Stressful events such as ration change, heat and overstocking can precipitate coccidiosis. It is common to find low infection in healthy adult sheep.
Step 6. Prioritize issues and report to farmer.
So what I reckon we do from here is, considering our top differential should likely be coccidiosis, which has probably come about because of another stressor, we need to control those stresses.
Step 7. Control measures and treatment protocol.
So what I reckon that we do from here to try and manage a problem is just to keep it under control with our top differential that we have at the moment as coccidiosis. So what we first need to do is move these sheep onto a cleaner pasture, because what they're on is probably quite contaminated. What else do you reckon we need to do?
Once we do our fecal egg count, we should also do a reduction test, which might show that we need to change drenches or use a drench combination.
Coccidiosis is prevented by controlling any intercurrent disease, making sure weaners grow to an appropriate weight before weaning, minimising stress at weaning time, prevention of helminthiasis, implementing monitoring programs for parasitism, and ensuring proper hygiene at marking.
You may have defeated me this time, but this is not the last you will be seeing of me. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you and that meddling kid.
I made it. I'm the world's greatest.